Good morning everyone and welcome back to the vlog. In today's vlog, we are going to be installing our Weathertech floor tiles into this area. After that, I'm going to be moving our lifter over here also along with the tools. So bear with me, I'm going to time lapse this whole intro because this is a lot of work. This is what I'm working with, the tech floor tiles from Weathertech. If you guys haven't seen the other install video I did for Coach Rio, you can check it out in the description box over here. But we're going to be installing these tiles over here to protect the tiles so that we can make this our work area inside the garage. We have a new arrival. So excited. Pop this gate open. The Grand Sport Corvette is finally here. Park. Yes. Here it is. Superformance Grand Sport Corvette. Finally running after a long time. We made our own custom splitter. I changed the stripe from the orange stripe and then I made it this sexy curve. Thanks to Struan for helping me with the width. The car looks so good. Yesterday I was telling you that we are working on the space. We're gonna hang the hanger there. And I found a box of beveled end joints. But this is only 10 pieces. So we're gonna only have roughly 10 tiles covered. This is how the joint looks like, or sorry, the end. It's a beveled end so that the tabs don't break, and we're just gonna hammer it down and it's gonna look like that. Alright, I added a steel table which we got from Carporn so I can do some heavy hammering and whatever drilling on that. We're gonna wait for Sammy to help me mount this screen on the wall. I need to put a compressor somewhere here to operate the locking mechanism from the lifter. So I think the compressor is going to sit right about here so that we can also run some power tools to do whatever work we need to. But for now, we're going to leave this area and we're going to go work on the M4. Here in the M4, I got a lot of cosmetic carbon parts. Now, these won't make the car go any faster, but it will make the car look cooler in terms of giving it some contrast with the carbon and purple theme that we have going here. I also ordered some exhaust tips because the Remus exhaust tips that I wanted were not available till September, so these are just like cheap Amazon exhaust tips. They look decent enough, so we're gonna work with that. We're gonna change the rear diffuser to have some side lips to match the carbon side lip that's coming out, and then some few cosmetic things to just give some more contrast to the front bumper. Ideally, I should wash the car, it's so filthy, but for now, we're just gonna use a rag and clean these sections. We're just gonna be double taping most of these things onto the wrap, so Eventually, when we remove the wrap, we have to take these things out and then stick it back onto the body. But I really like this wrap that Second Skin did, so I might keep this for a long while. We're also charging the laptop so that we can continue doing the flash tune and finish the M4. So they actually sent me 2 of the right or left pieces. These are for the rear, and we have a spare one. These are the rear bumper also, and these are the front supports. So we're just gonna wipe the lower section so that we can install these guys, and then after that we'll move over to the rear. So this is how this is supposed to look. Just give it some more edginess to it, and I think it looks like it should belong there. You can actually get a carbon piece also which covers this, and I think I did order the carbon piece that goes on top of the headlight. So knowing that that's gonna bind right there, we're just gonna put some double tape strips on the corners and then wipe that down, and hopefully when we slide it in, it's gonna stay on. So if you had paint, I wouldn't advise just wiping all the dirt off, but because this is a wrap, it's actually semi-okay. And we are gonna cover it, so if ever it does get scratched, I don't really mind. Okay, just gonna make sure this is clean as well. Took off all the back stickers already, and same procedure, just gonna shove it in there with one take. And then just pinch, make sure everything bites on. I'm glad the weave sort of matches the chin. Okay, moving to the rear, we're gonna remove the stock diffuser first and then wipe everything else and then try to figure out how to install the rest of the pieces. I'm going to start with the middle section because I tried to install the right side and I screwed it up. So I think the middle has to go on first so that I can align the whole kit. This one's relatively easy. It just bolts or clips into the upper bracket here. This isn't really carbon, it's actually plastic and it's been hydro dipped. Look like carbon, but it's not. I decided to grab a longer screw, and I decided to add a little screw here also because this is pushing the diffuser out and the only thing that's holding it is that top lip. So we're gonna add another screw probably here just to hold everything together. But this is ready, so I'm going to remove the screws, double tape it on, and put these screws back. But we're gonna try it in such a way that we're not going to drop everything because I do like the alignment. It is a little flushed inside. It's not as flush to the body as I want because the screw holes here do not reach. So the third, or I guess the fourth hole here on the corner, it's not going to bolt in. So I actually don't know what to do just yet, but we're going to fix whatever we can and figure it out from there. So I got all the screws on. There's something seriously wrong with this side. The fitment is so off. I don't know if it's my bumper or it's this section, but we're gonna have to try to figure this out because doesn't look good at all. The gap is so huge. Looks like we need to tap 2 screws in, and I'm going to see if this is gonna work. Okay guys, I'm just punching extra holes everywhere I can just to get it to sit. Hopefully this one works. Trying to close this gap here, and let's hope this works. Here it is. Looks good, although yeah, some fitment issues, but the carbon bits, the tips, and the rear diffuser, this looks so much meaner, so much more aggressive now, and it matches sort of the carbon look of the rest of the car. Let's get a profile. I'll bring it off the stand. Last on our task list today is to do the flash tune. You guys have seen me do this already to the Raptor. This is a VR tune from Vivid Racing. Plugged in. Ignition on. Aircon off. I agree. So unlike the Ford Raptor, we're supposed to save the coding data, which means if we don't save it, we're gonna have Christmas tree of lights in the dashboard. What's weird is we have some new trouble codes, although I'll check into that later. So we've saved the coding data. There we go. And we're done. The setting. Please switch ignition to the off position. And it is off. So now we're gonna go into the diagnostic and write the coding data. Let's see if she's gonna start. Doing a quick check because the check engine did light up, the drivetrain issue did light up, and it disappeared after warming up, so I don't know what's wrong. It's saying the charge coolant is again leaking. I did a leak test and we didn't find any leak on it, but once I move the car, if there's a puddle underneath, then we have a leak. So for now, just checking, and the car sounds okay. So we're gonna park the car now and figure out what went wrong. Before I park the car, I want to show you guys the job that we did. So rear diffuser, carbon piece, exhaust tips, center diffuser, and it looks so good. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog, welcome back to the garage. We are busy setting it up and we've just mounted some shelves so that I can display some of my trophies along with my little car cabinet here, and I have to basically get all this stuff up there to sort it out. But yeah, today we're also going to be expecting the 12C McLaren, which I've been so excited to see. I haven't been going down to Manila because of the lockdown, and I just had the truck brought up, so hopefully this afternoon we're gonna get to see the car being brought out. But for now, I'm gonna go back to sorting all of this and hoping that I can make a dent so that I can get all this stuff off the floor. This is what it looks like. It is a mess. I had to bring all this stuff up from the shop. That's the shop table, my chest set from the shop, some exhaust that we're trying to sell, a banner that we got from Watkins Glen, and then yep, some stuff on the floor, and the simulators here along with the VR setup, and then yep, trophies. Gotta paint the crack up there. Mounted one of the photos that Igor took and Struan printed out for me, and yeah, just checking out everything. Let's see, where do we start? I got this mounted also. This is one of my race suits from the Ferrari Challenge. This was one of the first race suits, so I might mount my second race suit on the other mannequin. First up, we're gonna make some measurements to mount a new key box. I got an old key box, but it was so tiny that all the spare keys didn't fit. So we're gonna try to figure this out. I think we have enough space. I did order another key box in the same spec and color. It has the lock here. Grab a hammer real quick. So we have like chunky keys like this, the M4, the Raptor. The car just arrived, so we're gonna go check it out. Nice and covered. Oh no, it's torn through the car cover. We're building also a washing area, so when the cars get here, they get washed first. This is actually recycled from my old garage in Manila. But yep, this is the 12C. This is so amazing to finally see it done. As you guys know, this car is very special to me because it used to belong to my father, and we've rebodied it completely. This is our own design along with some Darwin Pro Aero components. FI exhaust, needs a tune still. Got this massive wild diffuser that Jed made from the car shop, and then repainted the wheels like the frozen gold. And we kept the carbon bits, but I do have a new hood coming from Darwin Pro Aero also. And we're gonna go with the P1 style vents just to make it look a little more aggressive, but I do like the plain hood as well. Wow. Sadly, airbag light is on, and the door module needs to be fixed. Also because the door is much heavier now. It's not staying up. Although my shocks might be old because this is a 2012 and we haven't replaced these shocks. The FI module still needs to be sorted. This is the exhaust module right there. Anyway, let's park it first. Nice and quiet. Switch it to active aero mode because we can see the wing pop up. And I forgot to close my window. Ride height here looks okay. The ride height on the other side doesn't look okay. Wonder if it's something to do with the shape of our fender. The right rear fender looks super low. Just finished doing my clock. This is my old brakes from the Ferrari 488 Challenge series. This is version 1, this is version 2. I quite like this setup more. I might sort this out again just so that it's perfect. I don't like how I got this off center as well, but that's gonna be done. So I arranged my trophies in such a way that this is the motorsports side and this was the car show side. And have some books and DVDs, and I have these little cute RWB toys that I saved. This is RWB Victoria, and I have a few of them so that I can keep them for future collections. This is the first version of Vicky. Like, even the plate number, down to the sticker work. I'm gonna redo some of the parts of the clock. Okay, I think that shield wins because it is much bigger than those two, so I'm probably gonna go with that. And now we have very similar looking clocks, although I think this one's a little more accurate. I like the gold ring of the bigger hat, but I guess they both work. This is the rear disc brake for the 488 Challenge car, and this is the front disc brake. It obviously fits better with the logo as a full logo, but it'll work. I had a big truck come by and bring all the stuff from the car shop, and it's a complete mess again. After we sorted everything out, I now have to go through all of this and figure out which is going where. So for now, I've packed up some boxes for Classic Speed. I had to bring out the Evo rally tires because we tried to dyno the Evo today and it was giving us oblong wheels, so it was shaking on the dyno, plus the alternator broke down. But that's not the highlight for today. Here is the highlight. The car just came from second skin and I'm so excited to see it. I'm absolutely in love with the car again. It looks so good. I love the little details by putting the stripe on the shield and on the horse. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so fresh and new. I do see some yellow down there, but you'd have to really crouch down. We left this gray over here, and this is a Darwin Pro Aero carbon splitter. The stripe extends all the way till the back. Her HRE wheels didn't touch anything there. The yellow shield has the pink stripes also, and again the detail continues down to the inside. Looks so good. Even the engine bay, instead of the red stripes, we now have the same color livery. They have a new logo also. This is an embossed logo because their sticker does have issues. I do have a scratch on the Lexan glass, but can't do anything about that. In the rear, Klein Inconel exhaust, full exhaust, header, sport cats all the way till the mufflers, Darwin Pro Aero lower diffuser, even the DRS flaps still are in the body color code. We're running Weathertech lowering springs also to give the lowered height, and then we have the exposed carbon skirt. She looks so good. Oh my god. And even the detail. I wish we could do something about the yellow stitching, but you know what? Overall, it's such a beauty. So much softer to look at right now over the yellow. Now let's park. I'm gonna put it beside McLaren. And there she is, home sweet home, next to the McLaren. Looking so good, although a little slim compared to the McLaren. McLaren's nice and wide. Beautiful spec. Okay guys, one more car for today. Last one. We were supposed to get the Evo up here, but the dyno tune failed, so this car is here, and excited also. Definitely calling it a day, but we're not ending the vlog yet. I might as well continue setting up the garage and showing you guys snippets of my area. Mach 1 is parked beside the Raptor, and then we have the 458 which just arrived, parked next to the McLaren. Awesome. I'll see you guys again soon. Starting another project here in the garage. This is my Lancer Mitsubishi Evo 4.5, And if you guys want to see the beginning stages video of this, please click the box somewhere on the screen. And then right now I'm just gonna give you guys a brief update. The shop is closed and this is here. It's an unfinished project. There's lots of things that need to be done to it. It is running, it is starting, but it's not properly tuned yet. The alignment's off. A lot of the safety is not there yet. And yeah, it's overall, at least it's rolling, but there's a lot of love that needs to be done. So my first thing I did yesterday was actually just wash it down after I drove it. And look how filthy. It's super dirty and it really needs to be like steam washed just to get rid of all this greasy gunk. But for now, we are going to be mounting a Subaru part. This is a Perrin universal coolant overflow bottle. It doesn't come with a cap. I need to order the cap because this actually wants me to recycle a Subaru cap, so I'm going to buy a Subaru cap for this. But we're going to be mounting that today over here. Some of the things that need to be done, as you can see, the wiring, mounting for the map sensor. The boost solenoid is not even wired in yet. And we have some loose wiring here, which, yep, that's not good. That's gonna get eaten, so we gotta tuck that in with some mounts. Obviously also the alignment is off, but yeah, overall, I can't wait to actually give this thing a rip. I need to adjust the mounts here to bring it down. This is a full conversion. We have rally suspension. The roll cage is from Australia. These are fiberglass doors, Lexan windows ready. Sequential 6-speed all-wheel drive gearbox. We have a Link G4 ECU, some Recaro seats. I have tilt-in pedals. The rally handbrake's not here. The steering wheel is missing, and lots of things that need to be done. These are the fuses for the system, and part of the project that I'm doing with Vicky is to actually change the wiring system. Instead of having this system, is to go into a BDM system. But for now, this will work, but eventually I will be wanting to upgrade this as well. So we have a touch panel interface for the command for the power kill switch, along with our Street Race Dash IQ3. Disabled seat belts. This one's not mounted yet. Fuel cell in the back by ATL. Radium surge tank with twin AEM pumps. The battery is here, which is M-Track. I need to make a battery mount for that also. But at least, again, it's running. So happy with that. And I'll be able to drive around the farm. I'm going to be widening the racetrack so that I can try this car out. Definitely, this is going to be a lot of fun, but the car is way bigger and way heavier than my UTV. This is a Alpha 2.3 liter 4G63 with their recommended turbo. I'm not quite sure what that turbo is, but it's supposed to hit 500. I'm guessing that's my IAT sensor. Okay, need to drill that into the intake over there, and yeah, just do a quick inspection and make sure, again, safety. I need to get the car on the lift so that we can check the underpinnings as well, but there's some sounds coming out when I engage the gears. I don't know if because it's solid mounts or it's something loose. These are our Speedline wheels. These are actually rally spec along with the Federal rally tire. We're legit supposed to be rallying with this car. There was a track in Pradera that was open before. I don't know if it's still open. And then there's also a track in Clark, if I'm not mistaken. So once this thing is up and running, we will get it going. The ground clearance is awesome on this car, and it's super light. I actually took it out yesterday really quick down the farm, and yeah, the suspension is nice and soft, even though if the alignment is still off. It's actually cool. Yesterday also I backed up into something already which damaged my carbon diffuser, but that's okay. Another shot from the interior. Definitely I need to change the steering wheel. The seat also is extremely low, so I can't see anything. I might want to add some blocks to bring the seat up. What else is my complaint? The pedals are hard, but it is a race car. All the holes underneath are still there, which means all the heat from the engine's coming in, so I need to add a lot of grommets there. Grommets for that. Maybe I want to seal the back off with some aluminum to keep the fuel tank away. I gotta find a way to mount a fire extinguisher somewhere and make an aluminum checker plate here, which I have zero clue how to do something like that. We only made one side, but yeah, gonna make this side too. But removing the seat first and figuring out how to bring it up so that I can see over the dashboard. I want to get a roof scoop so that we can get some fresh air. But yeah, what else needs to be done? I think that's mostly it. Roll cages, legit. This is again from Australia. This is from a rally team in Australia, along with the specs for the brakes, the sway bars, the coilovers, and the gearbox. They're actually all used from another rally car that they disassembled, so I ended up buying most of the components. This project has taken way too long, and I'm just happy that it's here already and it's movable. But right now, yes, we'll do some finishing touches on it just to get it to a working level that it's safe to dyno, because I actually sent this to the dyno the other day and the voltage died, but good thing we weren't able to dyno it because there's a lot of things that's wrong with the car. Boost solenoid is very important, the intake air temperature sensor is very important, and if these things aren't happening, then yeah, we're not gonna get the right readings for the ECU. Also, the motor was brand new and needs to be broken in, so I think it's just about right to get it to a running level, align it so that we can just stroll around and use it as a car first without making it a rally car. And then figuring it out later on when we're ready to tune it again after the break-in, so to speak. But I'm not really gonna break it in so much. I just wanna keep running the motor until we know it's doing well. I'm gonna make a brief checklist for this car so that we have an idea what needs to be done, but it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm just alone. I have other projects lined up, and yeah, I wasn't expecting to spend this much time on this car. But it is a race car, and because it's a race car, I do want to feel safe, so I do want to check on everything. Alright, here's the list so far. Lots of things to do, lots of things to order. I got these little magnetic clips. This is gonna temporarily locate the wiring for me, but it's not a permanent fix. Just for now, so that the tire doesn't scrape the loom on this side. I'm eventually gonna have to do this properly because I do wanna have a brief overview of everything, which means the tires have to come off. And yeah, we gotta mount that up. I did clip this in, but it looks like it keeps moving, so we're temporarily gonna fix these magnetic mounts, which are relatively strong. If you combine them, it's got a lot of force. I have to look for a key because I don't have a key, and then change all the lug nuts also. So lots of things to do. With a little massaging, we're able to tuck the harness in. I gotta order a grommet for that and a grommet for that. But let's move over to another project. Okay guys, that's all the work I'm going to do for today. We are going to start contacting people and seeing what parts we can source locally and what parts we need to order. Hopefully down the line I get some help to do the heavy metal stuff or the aluminum stuff like the checker plates and all that. But for now, we're going to work on this. We're going to park the car. I'll show you the starting sequence, and then after that, we're going to call it a day, but we will continue the vlog when we get some parts for this car. We have a chance to mount the wiper blades, so why not? Okay, the wiper blades are mounted, and now we're gonna throw the hood on. Let's go fire it up. Seat is maybe an inch too low, but I mean I can still see. It's just that yeah, I see more dashboard than I do outside. So clutch in, super hard clutch. Hold this. That's the fuel, the ignition. Depress the clutch. problem with mud gravel tires. This one's actually a little soft. It traps all the mud, and now I gotta sweep everything. So I'm thinking of ending the vlog already. This vlog is so long already. I did a pre-edit and it's like almost 50 minutes. So I have to cut the vlog here. I'm gonna do a brief summary on what's gonna be happening next in the garage, but I'm gonna do individual segments and episodes for the projects inside the garage. But for now, a brief overview of the other decors that I'm going to be hanging. Here are some of the posters and photos that came from Carporn that I'm going to be putting on the posts. Some more posters. These were renders from John Sabal. Obviously Nakai with Vicky. I got these logos that we got from the internet. Super cool. I have some stencils that we're going to be sticking onto the wall. I have this. This is a lighted signage with a 488 GTB photo, and then this one is from my Mugello, along with these posters. These were from the Mugello race. That's a actual Mugello race poster, which was also the 70th year anniversary for Ferrari. I have this beautiful logo also, another Ferrari Pininfarina. And then here, nice LaFerrari FXXK Evo, if I'm not mistaken, or just the FFXK. Another Ferrari stencil, another poster. So all that's gonna be hanging soon. And last on the update are these logos. These were all aluminum cutouts that I found online. And yep, we're gonna be sticking this onto the walls and you'll be seeing it in the next episode. But for now, I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.